Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 99 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Breaks a tackle, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Ryan. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, it's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A give to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Elliott, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Hey, Tuesday. 54 south. Right, go. Hey, got it.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Go. Hey, express.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one hauled in by Tavon Boston. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. Well, the up middle take it down. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here now come the Falcons. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
12. Gun. 39.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. Hey, South. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. Looks Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 44 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Space. Straight. Hey, Tuesday. 12.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Go. Space. Gun. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Gun. 11. Go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is in